Hello, greetings. I'm joining tonight's broadcast brought to you by Fifth Dimension. It's I already did upload earlier about my encounter yesterday. So we're about to go into the belly of the beast, and sure, why not, right? So I'm gonna do a channel text on this, but obviously I haven't because something out there doesn't want me to do it. Wonder why. So yeah, obviously I haven't gone into the Hindu gods or anything, but I gotta choose. Yeah, pick your battles. This one's a little bit easier for right now. I'm not sure if easy is a good word for it, but yeah. So recap a little bit. Yeah, so I did channeling yesterday. Poseidon got attacked. Or got stopped, whatever it might be. The message wasn't too complicated, but that'll be uploaded eventually. We're working on it. But yeah, I got slowed down by, I believe, a Zeus energy. And I believe it's very connected to the Pope. I believe he channels through the Pope. And now the Pope is sick. And I guess Oprah fell down. What was it? In Turkey, there was a bleeding of after the earthquake. The ground was bleeding, and the locusts have been flying around. So I think there was something else, but I can't remember what it was. I'm about to sneeze. Wonder why. Somebody's pissed off. No, thank you for stopping that. So yeah, we're going into, this is the year of the awakening. We just entered into March. So a lot of darkness is going to see the light. About damn time. Well, I had to see it to fully believe it. Yeah, you have to, like I say, drain the swamp. You have to drain all this crap for any alien energies to really start showing itself. We have to heal our ways for a mass alien connection. And all this stuff that's, we know it's going on. You can feel it, but you can't prove it. And you have big powerhouses like Oprah. I mean, what are we going to do? You sort of just wait for the ship to go down. I mean, what else can you do? So, yeah. Either way, the connection with Zeus. Let me connect to Poseidon instead, because Zeus is not talking. I wonder why. So, yeah, there's ancient scrolls with a lot more information. Of course, it's not being known. A lot of it was destroyed, but not all of it. There is remnants of it. Now, doesn't mean all these scrolls, I'm not sure where. I don't know if it was in the Vatican. I feel like the Arab lands have a little bit of an idea. But not all of it's understood. There's a lot of text that's not the clearest, and I don't think that's going to be in mainstream hands. I don't know, but it feels like even the Vatican has some unknown, like they can't transcribe it, and it has a lot to do with what these guys are doing. So you look at Zeus or any of the gods, eye-powered Atlantean beings. They are human, but they're more higher advanced. So you look at that, and it's like, okay, they're still here, so they're still here running the show, and they're running the main timelines here in secret. And how Zeus got there is, just kind of forced himself as a god, or had the most abilities, manipulated. You like a screwed up business person. You just kind of manipulate people and become the biggest corporation. It's kind of like that. You kind of move up the ranks. And a lot of other people are like, I don't want to control the planet. Yeah, but I do. So Zeus comes in and takes over everything. Something around those lines. Already had the power and used it against the people, where others were like, what the hell are you doing? It's like, what, are you trying to take over people? Yep, pretty much. So yeah, and something like that doesn't just go away. Not a force like that. So yeah, you can say he tried to take over the Greeks. It wasn't entirely. Yeah, he influenced them. So think of it as an Atlantean influencing the Greeks, trying to do whatever it is. Don't piss them off, which makes a lot of sense. And then you get the God of the Bible, same thing. You piss me off, I'll flood everything. I'll do this, I'll do that, and wonder why so many people are atheists. So it just changes form. That's all. If you say it was Jupiter, now Jupiter, interesting. I think had obviously a more heavier influence. I don't know if you really hear that much about him. Is but everything was copied over from the Greeks, right? Where you think they're just going to disappear just like that? They just got copied over into the Catholic religion. Obviously, they're not going to tell you that. And then you have all these apostles and all that people are worshiping. Same shit. It's the same shit. It's just they're not going to tell you what they're doing anymore. That's all. So, all of that's ancient stuff anyway. Well, they want to. Now, the reason why it got copied over to Romans, they want to keep that intimidation going, that knowledge, but also intimidation from Zeus. And they didn't have any. There was a Zeus temple built. There are many, but there was a giant-sized one. That's one of the 7 wonders of the world. That's not longer around for obvious reasons, but that was fun tearing that one apart. So, yeah, it's like God disappeared. But obviously, he's still here. So, and anyone that says he got kicked off the planet and all that, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that. Somebody like that, if he did, he had his little minions do his stuff. So, there's a possibility of that. Like during the Bible, I feel like there's other gods influencing that. It's not just him. So there could have been during that time period where he wasn't much of an influence during the biblical times of the Old Testament. So, or even the New Testament is a possibility. Obviously, they're not going to tell me too much on that. But the Catholic religion, they have a full control over. That is the Roman religion's unmasked. It's of the ancient Rome, basically, of the Roman gods. Just it's all done differently. It's all in disguise. It is there. Well, it's to show who's boss. Oh, this is the other thing I did not mention. Now, yeah. So back in the day, at least what I'll just say what I visualized. I don't know if it happened or not for obvious reasons, but I can see it happening. But the vision I get is like you have one of these, apostles that are talking to God. I don't know much about the Bible. I try not to get too involved with that for obvious reasons. But okay, say like you're somebody that's connected to God. You're in the Bible. You're talking to God. Hey, God, how's it going? What I got was a vision of actually he's appearing as a man and hovering. And now, do you really see him that clearly? Not like an angel, though. This is like God. And he's just standing. Yeah, that's the thing. As an intimidating, dickhead, basically. Yeah, like an intimidation energy. Like you're just sitting here and this thing appears. Now, how he appears, like how clearly, is another story. It might be like a hologram. Might be maybe very much so, but I feel like it's hovering, and you feel the energies of it, and it's a lot of mind control involved with it for obvious reasons, and intimidation. And when you're just living the biblical life, same boring, whatever, and that thing is pure, it's like it's gonna set you on a new course, huh? And it'll disappear and never show up again. You might appear here and there, but sometimes it's better just appear, do your thing, scare the shit out of somebody, and that changes their life course, influences all these people, yada yada yada. It might appear again, possibly. There was a purpose, but sometimes you just need one appearance, depending on the person. And so if you have a couple of those here and there, setting the agendas, and then everyone thinks they're talking to God, where technically you are, whoever is calling himself God. So that's one version of it, at least. Of course, they can talk to you mentally, to telepathic energies too, which I believe that was majority of it in the past. But I felt a sense of hovering, like not too far off the ground, but enough where he's like, holy shit, this is fucked up. So at least that's the energy. It might show up in a robe or something like that, like the Greek robes or something, like, oh God, look at me, I'm wearing my robe. I'm in my Greek attire. And even, like, isn't it like we visualize God as a white guy in a beard, in a white robe? Isn't that kind of the God of Christianity? Isn't that kind of Zeus looking? Just putting that out there. Yes. So, a demigod influence. So yeah, Zeus, I'm not really sensing his, I don't know, just, they're listening, let's put it that way. So yeah, Poseidon's like he's not a villain in any of this, I don't feel like he's helping me. I don't think Zeus is very helpful at all. I don't think so. I don't remember all the other gods. I know Prometheus, but I have to read all that stuff. Hooray. Well, anyway, I know enough about, I don't know that much about Zeus either, but I know little bits. So, yeah, like all the gods they're all like standing around looking down on humanity and trying to figure things out. Here, go do this or do that and influence that person. I don't think that's too far off for what's going on right now. Now, is it exactly like that? It can be from a ship, looking down on our world, looking at us. So you gotta look at it from different perspectives. So, yeah, it's just, let's put it this way. What I get from Zeus, as an Atlantean being that was pretty much an asshole. It's like, maybe sort of nice or not nice at all. Either way, I get the energy from him. Just want to influence humanity, control it, be a boss, and he got what he was looking for. At least that's one perspective of it. Others, there's good to everything, but you can look at different perspectives that humanity was pretty much lost its mind at that time, and you needed somebody to be like a teacher to kick everybody's ass. You'll get that from that perspective. So all this stuff is bizarre, but most people aren't going to want it. They want this new Earth, but you kind of have to go through a bunch of shit to get there. I guess others are just standing out on the sidelines, like waiting for us to crawl through the mud to get them their new Earth. Jeez, great. Well, the universe is watching them, so watch all that bullshit. So, but yeah, that's what I'm getting blocked, I'm getting hit, I'm getting this, I'm getting that. But yeah, I believe Poseidon is a good guy. Not to say Zeus is horrible. I'm not getting a yes or a no on that. Don't piss him off, is what I get. It's like, I think I've already crossed that line. So now they're just listening. Well, he is at least. I don't think they like getting attention. So, just one person looking at it and then other people getting it. Just for them looking at it from a different point of view. And then tapping into their energies. It's like, they don't like that. Not really. They have a reason to do what they're doing, at least what he's doing. There is a Hera. Is it Helen? Is Hera. Hera as his wife. And I don't think she likes him either. But I don't think these beings ever left. I know Isis is here somewhere. Isis is, yeah, connected to Mother Earth. I think other Mother Mary, but I believe she's mostly connected to Mother Earth. So, um, yeah, for good or bad, she has her darker sides, but I believe she's learned a lot from that, so she's more of a lighter energy now. Sometimes you need to be the villain to be the good guy for some, and for her, everybody has to explore their darker side. Like I said, with Zeus's energy, I'm not sure if he got over that darker side just yet. I think it's more. Well, it's a little bit debatable there. It's like I don't think it. Well, it's not. I don't know. It's like don't mess with me. It's like that's the energy I get. Intimidation. I know everything. That's coming from him. Yeah, they're only being fucked with though. But either way, I'm just a mere mortal, and so are the rest of us. So the Catholic religions, yeah, it's mind control, just like any other religion before that. Is this one's been the most successful? Well, they put a lot more mind control within it, called the Bible. Fear mongering book, basically. It's the CNN of its time. It's like, and Fox News. It's basically just a media machine, basically. It's the CNN of jeez. So yeah, it's a propaganda book, basically. Yeah, it's just there to. I mean, there is positives to everything, but it is mostly used to weaponize. It's against humanity. It's there to shut down humanity. It's like, this is the rules. Don't piss me off, and do it as I say. Something like that. Go to work. Give money to the church, which is connected to their energy. Give us all the money, and you are a servant to us until we can figure these things out. So when you start figuring this all out, so I'm getting energy of Napoleon. So he had some idea of this too, meaning that he kind of went against their manipulations, and Napoleon has ups and downs, but he went against the system of that time. He might have been the villain of the time, but depends on how you look at it. Either way, it doesn't matter. But he went against the systems. So he pissed off a lot of the control mechanisms there. And you can say Hitler did the same thing. But Napoleon was like one of the first ones. Of course, there were many before that, but he was one of the more recent history, is what I'm getting. So, like I say, look at things however you want to look at it. You want to see a person as a villain, a hero, whatever. Sometimes you have to do some shitty things to do something good. And Napoleon, like him or not, he was there to change things. And he definitely did that. And of course, France is all fucked up anyway, so. France is all fucked up, so. And it still is. It's like, things haven't changed much there. They have, but not really. So. Of course, I'm not up on my history, but either way. Can't remember everything. So it was interesting seeing that. Okay. Real quick, those are new to us. I'm talking about private sessions. The scheduler, we're on channel, Google Hangout, Zoom channel, my phone. Also, you have the questions. I'm on the 21st of February. Same situation here. Other channels and viewers I do recommend. Over here, our social network, and the rabbit. Okay. Yeah, the Pope channels a lot of the Zeus's energies and others. Mother Mary sometimes. Now the Pope is sick at this time. So the mind control isn't as active. So many souls have, realize obviously, if you have a being that is telling you, if you piss me off, I'm going to kick all your asses, and you have a book that says that, you got yourself a good religion there. And that's pretty much the Catholic religion overall. It's like, believe what we tell you and shut the hell up about everything else. Worked out so far. How long is that going to last? So, now, are these beings going to, appear somewhere? Fuck no. They can. They can. They have more rules than the aliens. They set the rules. So they are Agarthian beings. I mean, they are Atlantean, Agarthian. You can say Atlantis and Agarthian are one. You can say. So they are. They carry a lot of. They're like everything, just like we are. They just have more power because they know what the hell they're doing. So we're slowly. So what I'm hearing is that they allow other versions of Earth to assist with us, because if they didn't, we would just be destroyed. Basically, other versions that are helping us, and now we have just mainstream, The Walking Dead, the zombies, stuff like that to help wake us up. So they kind of have to do those things to give us a fighting chance to awaken to us here. So I don't know if they. I mean, from what I can feel from them, now they have their energies are above any alien being. Aliens are like, I wouldn't call them second rate, but these guys run the show mostly. So, and of course the angels are Atlantean energies too. But they're more healers. They're not here to take over the world, unlike Zeus and his friends. I don't know the whole story of Zeus, but I don't need all of that right now. But either way, he's the main. I won't call him the main villain, but it's kind of like that to a certain degree. Yeah, he's not talking. He's just not happy about any of this. So I don't know if I'm gonna get struck by lightning tomorrow or what, or right now. But yeah, all these beings can appear in the sky and freak everybody out. They're not going to do that, but they technically could at any time. They can be giant size too. Apparently, they can change their what they look like. Yeah, they can make themselves look like they're 100 feet tall. So that works as a god, but they're not going to do that here. So they don't like being talked about, of course. Well, he doesn't like being talked about, but there's others too that are part of that energy. And they can interfere and control the angels too. Even Archangel Michael, they can shut him down. Not that they do that, but they can. There's a lot of well, I guess Poseidon's more sympathetic to the humans, but sometimes even he has to do things he's not proud of, and he's not going into details of that. It's what I'm getting is it's like a reign of power. It's like you want to be on the board of directors, you kind of have to go with the rules of it, something like that. So they're all, companies have board of directors, right? It's kind of like the gods of that company, right? So it's all, the aliens are doing it. Yeah, these guys are doing it. So, but these guys mean business, that's for sure. The Lotus, was it Locust? That's showing you a sign of things to come, the blood. Oprah falling down. Oprah is just, obviously not exactly the most positive energy. Well, what I'm getting from her, she could have did more. She's given all the riches, given all this, all that, all the everything. And she kind of held back and gave to herself. She did do stuff for people, but not enough. I know it sounds weird hearing that, but maybe not. Well, it's just that I guess she could have gave away half her fortune and literally do it. At least these other guys are doing it, kind of saving their souls. Even if it seems kind of like not happening, like, all these billionaires are trying to give away half their money. Oh, yeah, it has to about save. That makes sense. They're to save their sorry souls, basically. They sold themselves out. And now they're trying to redeem themselves. And some of them are actually doing it. I think Gates is doing it to a certain degree. He's not fully doing it, but he's doing more than a lot of others. I guess Bill Gates feels like he's really fucked everything up. What is that, the truth of it? So, of course, there's others that are worse. Let's see. So, your Illuminati energy. So, like, you see the fish everywhere. You see the fish with the Pope and everything. It's all Poseidon energies. Any type of fish statue within religion, it's all Poseidon, of course. I think it's called Pisces too, but it's Poseidon's vibration. So, yeah, obviously not going to go into too much detail. Yeah, before I went online here, they said something about, this is not going to make any sense, but it's like language done backwards. I guess a lot of text was done backwards. Leonardo da Vinci did backwards. Some stuff has been, there's a lot of codes somewhere of ancient texts that are done kind of in reverse, so they can't be decoded. Now, these guys are Zeus destroyed a lot of temples himself. He destroyed his own temple, so he's not known. So the reptilians are not a big deal. Servants of God. And so are the other ones too. Any other any alien being, yeah, are nothing to this or these guys. So, yeah, they're just letting them do their thing. Yeah, no, this whole thing about reptilians and all that, it's just intimidation. It's like the mafia to a degree. Not all of them are bad, of course. But they like the energies of reptilian because it does scare the shit out of people. And they do what they're told. Of course, they do retaliate. Some do. Some burn down their own cities that they created. Angkor Wat went through some of that, apparently, at one time. There's other temples they're not talking about. The pyramid in Bosnia, it has a lot of healing energies. A lot of these, obviously, pyramids have healing energies. And that's, they can't keep it sacred because, humanity has to earn it. Humanity has to let down all the political systems, have to heal, the religions have to be healed, and just all the negativity be released. And this is a year of a portion of it. Now, you're going to see any Greek gods flying in the sky anytime soon? I certainly hope so, but not likely. They like to stay concealed. Poseidon is not really redeeming himself. He's done a lot of good in the past. Keep a lot of his cruise ships cruising. There's a lot of healing energies within the oceans. Of course, when you see the ocean energy as it's kind of toxic and all, that's human energy, basically. That's human consciousness. It's just going through some shit, basically. So, now, corruption's going to slowly it's finding its way to redeem itself. Someone to expose themselves to be healed. Money systems will be intact, but yes, things are going to start going up and down, but not to panic or anything. Those that are very wealthy might find them. It depends on where their heart is. Might find themselves there's a lot of corruption where they got their money from. You can see that kind of. They're already getting hurt right now, so yeah, they're gonna hurt more eventually. Yeah, they can't have them hurt too much because they'll hurt everybody else. Because things take time. But corruption. Let's see here. They show like a golden pencil, a golden pen of like hidden manuscripts that are written in gold somewhere on your world. Not to go into detail, but either way, the timelines are written down, can be manipulated, have been manipulated by human consciousness. Humanity just been trying not to see its true self. It was always meant to either. The alien timelines alien energies. Just helps with breaking the third dimension energies, healing it, getting people used to the fourth dimension. The alien stories help get you used to the fourth dimension vibrations, no matter for positive or negative, whatever. It's still showing fourth dimensional vibration coming through. Zeus does not like to be seen as a villain, but feels like a master teacher and one that can put a hoax on the world, you can say. Can turn it upside down. Put it to an energy where it's like he gives humanity a chance to see what it's doing, and it looks the other way. It's kind of tricked in allowing corruption to continue, for now at least, as your court systems are completely corrupted. Not entirely, but the law system is not the best. A warrior is kind of like a knight, he or she, but fighting darkness. And so the courtroom is your new war, basically, your modernized war. Because you're out in the battlefield now. Now you're in a courtroom. So everybody's suing each other. Of course, in different countries it's different, but for America, it's video games are a release. Many are releasing their traumas of war that they've been through, and also agony here, not getting what they want, what they'd like to. It's just a release, just releasing negativity. It's just feel like you're on another planet. Yeah, a lot of these games are from other versions of Earth to heal. Like some of these games you're playing, you're actually on those worlds. You actually came from that world, or you have another version of yourself there right now. Or you're technically living that lifetime at this time. However you want to look at it, because there is no time. So yeah, alien vortexes will start to open up, but yes, corruption has to release first. It's basically this year, as many of you are wanting change, you don't have to go out and tell the world, but just wanting it, just feeling it, and just you can be at the privacy of your own home or closet or whatever. As long as you welcome change, it will happen. Yes, it will take time, of course. Because most of humanity is pushing back. Most of humanity does not want this. But there's enough here that do want it. So it's like and then humanity, when they start seeing things change, it's up to them to choose. But, jobs aren't going to shift just yet. For releasing them, not yet. So yeah, you're not going to see an alien being in the sky anytime soon. But let's see, Poseidon's vibration is to unlock energies, unlock the third dimension. Being known is just here and other places as we get channeled. Will unlock timelines that are sacred, that are hidden. Over time, you will just get a download that you are connected to the ancient gods that are your alien gods, basically, running your planet, your Illuminati, basically, that are running your show, that are running your astral, that are controlling everything. You want to know, are you ready to really know? Because it's going to be, for some, hard to believe. Yes, you tell them all the stories and all the alien knowledge, but to actually start to experience it is a whole nother story. Many would rather just hear the story, the fables, the mythology of aliens, and never interact with one. But some of you are willing to take, the adjustment of alien energies to come in. It's all heard. It's all seen. Astral has so many different timelines that we see so clearly. As many of you jump on the timeline for disclosure. Yeah, it's not going to happen the way you think it's going to happen. It'll come out of the blue, too. You can wish for it, which is fine, but you concentrate, it's going to happen today, it's going to happen today, it's going to happen right now. You never know. But it's good to just live your life as fulfilled as you feel like you need to. You are going into a new realm where you're just pulling the veil from your third dimension, basically understanding your third dimensional world a little bit more clearly. And corruption will be seen, to be healed, to be released. So expect scandals eventually, but not just yet. You're getting used to this new... Basically, it's like you're getting a preview room of what's to come. of basically just, yes, clearing out the old ways of corruption in your society, of the upper class. Not all the upper class, just those that are controlling your world. I mean, some of them are being exposed without their wanting to be exposed. And some of those are human Illuminati, there's alien Illuminati, there's human Illuminati energies. So, and there are different levels of Illuminati, of course. So some of our aliens are part of it that are controlling your society. They think they have power, but actually they don't. They're brought here for, because some lower alien beings are brought here because many humans are at a low vibration, even if they don't think they are. But why are you being corrupted by it? Because they're not. They have more issues than they want to. You'd be surprised how many have more issues than they realize that they want to admit to. It's like, oh, I'm at a higher vibration, but kind of find out they're all fucked up. But you wouldn't see that on the outside, now would you? But on the inside, it's a whole totally different story. This is like a spiritual coming out. It's like releasing the hounds of, skeletons in the soul. So yes, it's all seen. It's not judgment, no. But yes, there's many alien beings that are kind of ruling your planet. That can't interfere with spirit guides. We can't kind of execute them. Some do. If they're not going with the planet. And some of those guides are positive. It's a different aspect of what your world is going through. Basically, yes, you're here to pull the veil on your planet, your third dimensional veil. And many healers, psychic people, aren't always ready to see it. Not ready to see it as an alien being in your skies looking down at you like he's a god. Yes, it has ego issues, yes. Also, your humanity is very much like us more than you might realize. We have issues and so do you. We're not that different after all. We're aware of our issues and your world isn't, not necessarily. That's kind of the point. We help you through your problems. We also help you create more problems. Sometimes you need to create a problem to solve a problem. And some of you might realize that. Why is my life chaos? But I am learning a great deal about myself. Well, what the hell? Sometimes you need to have a lot of timelines that are just complete hell to get you out of your own hell within. And it's just not easy to see that. Some of you go through divorce to find self-love or to find the love of your life. Some of you married people probably shouldn't have married to begin with, but you've done it in previous lifetimes. Because you just like the look of the person, it was like your cocaine for that time. And then it was like, what the hell was I thinking? So, sometimes you need a relationship that's complete hell. For you to release from that contract forever, if you wish. Yes, it breaks contracts. This world has its purpose. It's not an easy one, though. Yes, you cut contracts with a soul altogether. This world has that talent. There's many more talents, but that's one of them. Many of you, it's kind of like lover's lane or breakup lane. Some of you meet a lover, but some of you are breaking lovers, breaking that contract. So, in other worlds, it's a lot different. There are higher vibrational worlds that would pass all those problems and still stay with that person. This world, it's like, I've just had enough of all your shit, and no more, as many of you experience. So, yes, it's here to break, the world is here to break timelines of souls you've known forever. It's another reason why this world is the way it is today. Yeah, it's lover's lane from hell, basically. That's one aspect of this planet. There's many more. A war planet that's actually here to find peace. Who knew? The war planet did try to destroy itself many times. Your aliens are called in, but your human consciousness kind of just said, we're not going to do that. Just, not all versions of Earth have to destroy themselves. Quite a few of them have, and many of you have been there. Through the Holocaust worlds that continued on, where, yeah, all your things that you're afraid of, those worlds are going on right now. Doesn't mean you have to connect to them. You can release those worlds too. Release those energies. Not worry about the apocalypse. Heal the apocalypse within. But of course, that's up to you. Alright, this is Poseidon's energies. Blessings to you. Alright, that's call that like connection 1. Alright, blessings.